What's going on, bro? Welcome back to another moco video. Today we're taking a look at the portable portal, and I'm giving you guys my favorite build for this weapon. You're going to use this whenever you're trying to do massive amounts of damage to large numbers of enemies in dojos like crowd control or even like target priority. I'm going to take you through the build, then I'm going to take you into the cool zone to test out some damage, and then we have an example of this one in action. So let's dive in and take a look at the gear kit right here so you could have that optimal build. We're gonna start out with, of course, the portable portal itself. Shoot a squiggle that does area damage at long range. The combo attack, fill the combo attack bar and activate your rightmost gadget for free. So if you take a look, my rightmost gadget is the pepper spray. So I could use pepper spray as I normally would inside of the game, and then whenever the super is activated, it will again shoot pepper spray. Pepper spray seems to be the best one to put in this position because it pairs beautifully with portable portal. I also really like going with snow globe. If this is all about area of effect damage, snow globe is just beautiful. The problem is the cooldown is 30 seconds, but the damage that it does and the slowing that it offers really makes it worthwhile. By the way, going back to pepper spray really quickly, it slows enemies, it does damage to enemies, and it's only on a 14-second cooldown. My third gadget that I love, you guys already know it. I love Vitamin Shot. Makes you attack more quickly, it heals you, and then think about how this works. You're attacking more quickly. So your portable portal is more quickly getting it to its combo attack and squirting an extra pepper spray. You see how this is all working together very nicely here? Really perfect build in my opinion. I also like to go with my passive Explodomatic trigger because oftentimes you're going to be utilizing this, as I mentioned, in crowd control or target priority where there's a bunch of enemies. You'll see this in action, and when a bunch of enemies die in a crowd, it's really nice for them to explode and do damage to those around them. So Explodomatic trigger, if you or your pets deal the finishing blow to an enemy, they will explode, dealing area damage around them. This is really nice, and it even says it right there when fighting large groups of enemies. It is telling you that Explodomatic trigger should be on your build. Now I want to add survivability. Of course, we have Vitamin Shot, which heals, but I also want to throw in Vampire Teeth. Your weapon attacks heal you, and your pet's attacks heal them. And I also go with R&B Mixtape, continually heal yourself and nearby friendlies around you. You could go in if you wanted to with a healthy snack. I personally prefer R&B Mixtape. Now, the rings that we're utilizing here are actually quite important and very specific. Pay attention. Lick, we're going in here with the explosive ring. Keep in mind, mine are all around high 70s or 80 at this point in time. These will go up or down depending on season. This is giving my gadget crit chance a 58% bump. All right, keep in mind, I'm focusing in on the gadgets here. The portal itself doesn't do a ton of damage. It's the gadget damage is where you get your power. So, explosive ring, gadget crit chance increased nearly by 60%. I love it. Then I go with the time ring, and at level 78, we have a cooldown reduction of 17.7%. So we're gonna get our we're gonna get our gadgets more quickly, and we're gonna get 57% more damage from those gadgets. Massive win. But maybe the most important, specifically for difficult zones like crowd control and target priority, you're gonna need to go with guard ring, increasing your dodge chance so you're just not being struck by these enemies. This gives you a 32% chance of dodging any of the incoming attacks. This one is a must use. There's a quick look at the build, but now let's take it to the cool zone and take a look at some damage. So first off, I'm gonna start on a single target dummy. Let's go with everything right here and then just go with our attack. Going in beautifully like that. Now look at this, we're about to get our pepper spray. Boom, right there. Vitamin Shot again, we're gonna try and get that as quickly as we can. We'll go with another pepper spray right here. Notice the damage per second is over 1,000 right here, which is quite nice. It's gonna get another jump once we get our snow globe up again. I have another pepper spray, boom, right there. And then Vitamin Shot again, boom, and we got another of that snow globe. Now keep in mind, on a 30-second snow globe cooldown, you're only going to get it twice in the 1 minute test that we're working with right here. But it looks like we're sitting at, on a single target, a little bit over 1,000 damage per second, which I really do like. And it does vary back and forth a little bit. Notice it's going down now, and that's because snow globe. Actually, we can pop snow globe again because of the reduced cooldown. It takes that cooldown from 30 seconds and makes it something a little bit less. There we go. We got about a little bit under 1,000 damage per second, which I'm happy with. But let's take it over here to multiple targets, and let's see what it can do. Now we have 3 targets that can often be attacked, but we got 4 in front of us. Let's see what we get right here. Ready, set, and go. Here we go. Going ham on everything right here. Oh my God, look at the damage. All right, we're near 10,000 again. This is a build that we're utilizing, and by the way, it is hitting all 4 targets. This is a build that we're utilizing for big enemy, big groups of enemies. So this is a more effective test because this build does not really thrive against a big boss, right? It thrives against groups of enemies, which these test dummies are emulating right here. We're 30 seconds in. Okay, it definitely went down. We were up to 9 or 10,000. Let's see what happens when we get snow globe up again, because we are going to get another shot of snow globe. It's about to come in a second as well. We're going to go with pepper spray, snow globe, and we're going to see the damage just go crazy. Here we go. Snow globe again. We'll go with this again as well. And there we actually, it's not jumping up like it initially did. So we're looking at between, I mean, it literally ranged from 5 to 10,000 damage. But you probably want to see this in action. I could show you that as well. All right, so I decided to go in on crowd control. You also have target priority. It's a little bit more of a difficult stage because of the spitters, but this is a good example of how you will do these types of stages. You run around the outskirts, you get all of the enemies chasing you, you dash out of the way when you need to, you pepper spray them to get damage all over them. Whenever you get snow globe, you try and really go ham and get a little bit closer so you can kind of drop that snow globe damage and slowing on as many enemies as you can. Now keep in mind, we are just crushing right here because we are getting double shots. Notice how I dipped in a little bit with snow globe. We are getting double shots of pepper spray and reduced cooldown, which is actually awesome. I'm gonna go with vitamin shot. It's gonna help heal me. It's gonna get my super more quickly, more readily available. We're gonna go with a pepper spray right there. Vitamin shot again, another pepper spray. When you do pepper spray, you kind of wanna get a little bit closer to everything so that you can get damage deeper into the pile, just like I'm doing right there with snow globe. Being very careful. And now notice, a few enemies died and a bunch of experience jumped. Why? Because Explodomatic trigger. When an enemy dies, I'm able to then do damage to surrounding enemies because of that explosion. It works out so perfectly. This is, for a weapon that deals little damage, this is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to go. And you can see we got a couple of bugs in front of us. They're tough to take down just with the portal itself. We're gonna go with vitamin shot right here. Try and clean these guys up. You get the idea, right? You understand how we're keeping the crowd together. We're clouding them with pepper spray. We're slowing them as well. And then we're freezing them with that snow globe, dropping the damage. This is literally the build. Now, before I give you one last look at the build, I want to remind you guys to head on over to the shop, slide over to the right, and throw in code ECHO. It directly supports me as a content creator here on YouTube as a Supercell creator. Thank you for the support. And here is the final look at the build. Take your notes, build it yourself, and enjoy. Remember, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Hope you guys come run with me because we run the biggest mobs, getting the most chaos cores, the most chaos shards, and the quickest experience in moco. I'll see you guys in my next video.